Yo, what's the dealio, man? What's the word, y'all? We live on YouTube. So if you just tuning in, say what's up, say what's up. Um, Let me know where y'all tuning in from. All right. It's going to be a good live today. Do me a favor, real quick. Just like this video. All right, let's like this video. Let's get this live right here to 100 likes. All right. So, some stuff I want to talk about is Thursday, and I just want to talk about like the market, um, small little things that you can do to increase your profitability. All right, and then some stocks to watch as well. All right. So if you just tuning in, say what's up, say what's up. It's been a it's been a really good time in the market this week. This week has been crazy, right? It's been a crazy week. It's been a phenomenal week as well. So what up, Charlie? It's been a phenomenal week as well. So um, a lot of good things have happened, and a lot of exciting things have happened as well. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up my charts, and we gonna get started in a second. We're gonna get started in a second. If y'all just tapping in, man, say what's up. All right, let me know in the comments where y'all tuning in from. All right. What up, Johnny? How you feeling, Johnny? So yeah, so I just wanted to, because here's the thing, right? This is what's going on in the market right now. We are experiencing some euphoria, right? The SPY hit all-time highs again today. So all week, the SPY has been hitting all-time highs, right? And so we got to really understand what's really going on here. All right. So we're going to unpack all of that. And then we're going to get into some certain stocks that I'm looking for trades, right? For trades and ways, little small things that you can do to ensure that you aren't getting cooked in the market. All right. So I'm pulling up something on Google real quick. So all right. All right, cool. So what up, Jamil? What's up, India? Youngstown, what up? What up, Pete Bryant? How you feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Do me a favor and like this video. And so yeah, y'all, so check this out. Right? Check this out. So the SPY closed today at the SPY closed today at 657, right? At 657. And I'm looking at the charts right now. It opened above where it closed at, and then it just went up, right? Now, PB&J, okay, PB&J. Now I know, right? I got a name to the name, right? So what up, PB&J? What up, BG? How you feeling? So all right, so check this out, right? So the SPY hit 657. Now CPI came out today, right? And everything with these jobs and stuff like that, I want you guys to understand that there is not a lot of people that have jobs in the US, right? More people, what up, Best Beezy? If y'all just tuning in, man, say what's up and like this video for me, all right? But there is not a lot of jobs available for the amount of people that there is in the US, right? So now you got to ask yourself, okay, why is the stock market still going up even though unemployment is sky high, right? More people are filing for unemployment than ever, right? Like we're talking historical numbers right now. I think I saw like 200,000 people just filed for unemployment last week, right? So really think about this. If the economy really is not the best, if the job market is really not the best, then why is the stock market booming, right? Why is the stock market still going up? Like, really think about that real quick. And so when you start to think about it from that perspective, you can say, oh, okay, this could be a false sense of some type of, like, not success, but this could all be fake, right? This could all be fake. So even though, what's up, Buckeye Treats? Even though the market is going up, the data, the economic data is painting a different story, right? The data is painting a different story. And so you got to ask yourself, all right, what's really going on here? Why is the stock market going up higher and higher and higher, right? But the jobs are getting less and less and less, right? That's what you got to ask yourself. And then to add on to that, you also want to say, okay, with all of that, right? Why is the stock market going up? But also, a lot of stocks, the stocks are looking very weak, right? Stocks are looking very weak. Some stocks are failing to go higher. The SPY is going higher, but some stocks are failing to go higher. And at the end of the day, stocks are like selling off. So they'll go up and then they'll just sell off. $2 to $3, 3%, whatever, right? And so you got to really like start to look at everything from a different perspective. Don't get in this place of like, oh, everything is just good, right? Stocks are going up, everything is good. That's not how it works. And this is how we start to get these rug pulls and these market crashes, right? That people don't see coming, right? If you just hopping in, man, say what's up in the comments and do me a favor and like this video as well. All right. Could be getting ready for the rug pull. Yeah. All right. Reggie said, tell him that IWM calls in the Discord did numbers. I got out way too early. Hey, absolutely. How much you make, Reggie? What up, 99%? NVIDIA had a dividend payout today. Okay. Great advice. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna go in the charts and really like dissect some stuff. But I wanted to start with that, right? Just because the market is going up does not mean that everything is good, right? That's not how this goes. And that's not how this works, right? So I got some things that I want to talk about and, you know, dissect. This type of live right here, this is going to be this is more so like market analysis and really like starting to look at things from a different perspective, right? So what up, Gerald? Jerry, what's up? 28%. Okay. Hey, the beautiful part about it is you took that trade on your own and you know how you understanding how to trade now, right? So shout out to that. Also, you have to, when things are going good, you got to think negative, and when things are going bad, you got to think positive, right? And right now in the stock market, things are going good, right? Things are going good. But when we start to look at all the other data that they have going on, you know, the bonds and stuff like that, there is a looming energy about the stock market. And there's this energy of like, what's going to happen? There's still a lot of uncertainty going on, right? So Johnny said that I checked the fear and greed index. What's funny is I got that pulled up on the laptop. So that's one thing that we're going to go over, right? So yeah, I check the fear and greed index every couple days, right? Ron said Feds will reduce interest rates, cheaper money. So if money is cheaper, this is going to boost the stock market. Plus, we are in different market due to AI and robotics. So I get that, right? I get that, Ron. But here's what I know about the stock market. It has to balance out. It has to balance out. It has to balance out, right? And so it is what's the word I'm looking for? It is unsustainable, right, for a stock market to continuously just go up, right? The more something goes up without it balancing out, the harder it's going to fall, right? So yeah, I understand that part, Ron, right? But with everything that like we're seeing, economics, if we don't get some type of like correction that's like maybe like 8 to 10%, what's gonna happen is if we just keep going up, what's gonna happen is at some point in time, the market will not only crash, but it will crash and it will last longer than just a week, right? We talking 3 months to 9 months, right? So yeah, that's things to think about. What index? Don't mind me, I'm new. When you say what index, what you talking about? And the stock market has been doing what it does for many years now. Yep. He said, "Who is our president?" Nah, for sure. What's up, Genesis? Yeah, of course, right? Donald Trump is the president, but it's the reason to buy. Everyone loves a discount. I'm not saying a correction won't happen, but that is just a reason to buy. Everyone loves a discount. Got you. Yeah, bubble. Got you. Yeah. So when I'm looking at it, I'm focusing on day trading and, like swing trading for 1 to 2 days. But right now really ain't the best time to buy, right? Because you got to think about it, right? Think about it like this. So make your money as stocks keep going up, right? Make your money. But buying shares right now is a little bit dangerous, right? Oh, the fear and greed index. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you in a minute. PNB, PB&J. But make y'all money, but understand what's really going on, because you don't want to be green in the market, right? You don't want to just think that everything is perfect and it's okay. You want to be semi-paranoid, right? When you see things and you like, okay, I know this is an obvious thing in the market when we're looking at technicals. Why is the technicals not always being honored, right? When we're talking about maybe things going to the downside. It's like I am seeing the market makers holding stocks up. Where I am seeing it clear as day. It's certain stocks that they haven't came down yet. They're waiting for a perfect time when nobody is expecting it for things to come down. Right? So it's like, let's be said, we're going, yeah, absolutely. Right? So it's like, the thing about it is, I don't care the direction of the stocks. I know how to ride puts. I know how to ride calls. I know how to swing puts. I know how to swing calls, right? I don't care. All I'm saying is pay attention to what's going on, right? Because I would hate for you to go long on something and then you thinking that it's just going to keep going up, so you get a short-term contract, and then for 3 days stocks is gapping down and you down, you know what I'm saying, 80% on all of your trades, and then you end up losing your contract values, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how do we continue to sharpen our minds as a trader and an investor? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, pay attention astutely to what's going on in the market for real. Right? Can you tell us before you close on what you think SPY gonna do? I got you. We'll talk about SPY. Yeah, we don't care. Right? So you don't want to be green and just think that everything gonna go up, because I've been there before, right? Market just gonna keep going up forever. It's just gonna keep going up. No, right? When we start seeing bearish divergence, I don't see it on the chart right now, right? We gonna have some, slight pullbacks, but when we start seeing bearish divergence, I'm gonna get on live and I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, this is what I'm seeing, right? Or the monthly. If we see bearish divergence on the weekly or monthly, it's incoming puts, right? If y'all just tuning in, man, say what's up in the comments, and also like this video. All right, do me a favor, like this video. So I wanted to start out on this live with that, right? Because when I'm looking at certain stocks, and this is why I like to day trade, because it don't matter the direction of a stock, because if you understand your levels, you could get in a trade within that day to the up or the down. I made money today off Oracle puts, right? I made money on Robinhood calls. Who else I made money on? I made money on, who was the other one? Oh, I made money on Oracle calls as well, right? I made money with open calls, right? Who else I made money with today? I made money with Google. Okay, I wrote some Google calls, I believe. Yep, Google calls. So I don't care the direction of a stock. I'm going to ride puts down and I'm going to get calls up. But you don't want to be an immature trader, right? You don't want to be an immature trader or a green trader, right? You want to be mature in your approach to the game, okay? So that's what I wanted to start off with, right? Let's go over the fear and greed index real quick, right? Let's go over the fear and greed index, okay? So check this out. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys right now. All right. So check this out. So we about to get in it, right? We about to go deeper. Okay. So this is the charts. There we go. All right. So it says the market is neutral right now, right? You got extreme fear and you got extreme greed. Extreme fear is when you want to buy. Greed is when you want to sell, right? And wait and be cash heavy. Let your cash stack up. And then when it comes down here, that's when you buy, right? And then you're going to be able to capitalize on, it coming all the way up here. So you buy down here and you sell over here. And here you might want to just day trade, right? And until we get a direction, until we know what's going on, right? So this is the fear and greed index right here. All right. So I pay attention to this a couple times a week. because this lets me know where the market is at. All right, so this is the fear and greed index right here. Okay, if y'all just tuning in, man, say what's up in the comments and like this video, right? Let's get this video to 100 likes. All right, the market is like an overblown balloon right now that can't miss. Set up, enter. It'll be when it pops. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, you gotta don't be in a position too long right now, right? Ron said, "Get your money." I heard a lot of scary talk when it came in. Nah, so I don't know how long you've been following Ron, but there's no scary talk, right? It's about understanding what's going on in the market, right? It's not about scary talk, because I would be doing everybody a disservice if I only said the market gonna keep going up. We in just a bull market and that's it, right? I would be doing everybody a disservice. Also, right? Also, as an investor or trader, you have to understand that you got to be a contrarian, right? You have to always be thinking about the opposite thing that's happening versus what's happening now, right? Who knows? I don't know if anybody knows Myron Golden, right? Myron Golden said this one time. I just said this earlier. When things are going good, think negative, and when things are going bad, think positive, right? Because it balances you out, right? It balances you out. Because if things are going good and I'm only thinking about it going good more, I will not be prepared for when things go the opposite way, because life is all about balance. When things go up, they're going to come down to balance out. And when things go down, they're going to go up to balance out, right? And when things are going bad, if I am only thinking about bad, more bad things are going to happen, and I will never get to a place where things continue to go up, right? So there's no fear or scariness. It's called understanding the whole game and approaching this with a level head. So that way, when the market does crash, nobody is blindsided, right? Nobody is blindsided. So that's where we at with that. Okay, that's where we at with that. So yeah. So the next thing is, let's look at some charts real quick, right? Law of polarity. Yep, I did a video about that like a year ago, but yeah, the law of polarity for sure, right? And just understanding balance. You know what I'm saying? Gerald said, that's my number one lesson from my first year in trading. Can't marry a direction. Exactly. You also can't marry a stock, right? You cannot marry a stock. What not marrying a stock? Oh, I love this stock and I'm going to only trade this. What if for a week that stock is consolidating? Don't fall in love with a stock, fall in love with a setup. Right? Fall in love with the setup. Because a setup could be with any stock. Y'all see what I'm saying? So don't fall in love with the stock or a direction. Focus on the setups. All right? So yeah, what do you say? Boom, boom, boom. Mister said, man, you could have made a lot on SoundHound. 173% on my watch list. You know what's funny about that? Every single day in the stock market, it's the same thing, right? Oh, you could have made money on this. Oh, you could have made money on this. Oh, you could have made money on this, right? The stock market has over 6,000 companies that are public on the stock market. Every single day, you are leaving money on the table. Every single day, I am leaving money on the table. I cannot trade every stock. You cannot trade every stock. So you got to understand, right? And it's like super respectful, but I don't care about SoundHound. You know why? Because I hit Robinhood today. I hit Google today. I hit Oracle today, right? I got my money. I got my money, right? So, that's the thing too. When you trading, you got to understand that like you got to learn how to focus. Because if I'm always thinking about, oh, this other stock is running and this other stock is running, I'm going to end up losing more money because I'm focused on what's outside of my viewpoint right here. Right? So like really understand that. If I get out of a trade early, I'd be like, I don't care. You know why? You got to learn the art of content, right? What does content mean? Content means when you get out of a trade, you are satisfied with your decision, right? Hear what I'm saying right now. When you get in a trade, you are satisfied with your decision. Because what happens is, if you're never satisfied with the amount of money that you made today or in that trade, what happens is you start to get greedy. The spirit of greed takes over. And then you always trying to get more. And when you always trying to get more, it's going to be that one trade that you get in, you over leverage, and now your account is blown. Now your account is blown. Right? Because you don't know how to be content. Listen, y'all. Trading, I always say this. You don't get rich overnight. You get rich over time. Right? You do not get rich overnight. You get rich over time. Because if I never get a 300% trade, right? Let's just say, if I never get a 300% trade, but every day I get two 25% trades, right? What happens is, over time, my two 25% trades is 50% on my money every day, right? Follow what I'm saying. If I do that for a year straight, and there's 252 trading days a year, it's only a matter of time until I could get rich as fuck. It doesn't matter, right? There is more ways to skin a cat. So like, I didn't miss out on no money today. You didn't miss out on no money today. Right? Understand, like, this is psychology, y'all. Do you know, and this is why I don't like live trading, right? Like on YouTube. Paying attention to everybody else, the comments, this, that. It's about learning how to focus. Focus. If I'm trading and I got 10 people saying, check out this, check out this, check out this, check out this, I'm going to miss what I was looking at. You see what I'm saying? So like, everybody, if you trade on your own and like y'all have it good from a perspective of, if you're not trading with anybody, you're blessed. If you ain't got nobody in your ear when you're trading, you are in a great position because you can just focus on what's in your head and the charts. When we start having all these other voices, this stock is doing this, this stock is doing this, it goes crazy. And what happens is you end up not making no money. So I want you guys to understand like the power of being content with your decisions, no matter what happened, right? Be content with that shit. Like seriously, be content with it. right? Yeah, you have to be extremely focused. Extremely focused. It's not a game out here. Do you know how many stocks are running up by 10, 20% every day? It's people making $200,000 a week in the stock market trading stocks that you've never even heard of. It's so much money in the stock market, but you'll never get it if you don't learn how to focus. Because it ain't about what you trade, it's about how you trade the thing that you're trading. You see what I'm saying? It ain't about what you trade. Ain't no stock gonna make you rich. You are gonna make you rich. You are going to make you rich. You are going to change your life. You're going to change your life. You know how you're going to change your life? By understanding what's in here. What is the faulty thinking in here? Because look, I always say this. You could have always made more money. You could have always made more money in the stock market. But if you are never content, you are going to lose a lot of money over time, because it's going to be that one time that you like, nah, I'm going to get this, and you're going to go way heavier than you need to. And then what's going to happen? Something going to happen. It's going to reverse. You're going to stay in the trade. And then what's going to happen? You're going to take an L, and then you're going to be mad. And then you're going to revenge trade, and then you're going to lose some more money. I'm telling y'all, you can't never miss out on money that wasn't yours. You can never miss out on money that wasn't yours. I want you guys to focus on getting what's yours. That's why I'm okay with my journey and where I'm at. I know that if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm just inching my way closer to my 7 figures, my 8 figures. That's all we doing, just every day. Every day, right? Consistently in the market. Every single day. This is how you become free in the stock market. You got to learn how to focus. Because what happens is you have your plan. You see somebody else talking about something. And then what happens? You get in a trade that somebody else is talking about. And what usually happens? You take an L. Because you was not trading your plan. You were not trading your plan. You have to learn how to trade your plan. This is how you become a great trader. It ain't about what indicators you use. It's about learning how to trade your plan. That's how you build confidence in your trading. You see what I'm saying? This is real life stuff. Right? Let's be, I got it. Hey, nah, for sure, man. Different, yeah, it's a different type of focus, man. What's up, Mark C? Nah, for sure. Listen, every single day, there is hundreds of opportunities, right? You see a stock, it blasts off. That's fine. You know why? Because in 15 minutes, another 15-minute candle close, another opportunity gonna present itself. You miss a trade, you miss an entry, just go wait 30 minutes. It's going to be another entry. And if you miss your entries, you just got to get better on your analysis to know what you're going to trade before the day starts. Right? Like, I really hope that you guys understand what's being said here. Right? This is real. This is not, listen, I don't have no funded accounts, right? Let me paint this picture for you. Right? I don't have no funded accounts, right? I started with all cash, right? All cash, my cash. I was knocking on doors, going door to door and selling solar in hot ass Las Vegas for 2 years straight. Hey, what's going on? My name is Isiah. I'm with this company. We're doing the solar projects in the area. What do you feel about solar? Have you guys looked into it? What you guys thinking? Okay, well, we got appointments going on right now. We have a program where you don't have to put any money down. You don't even have to buy anything. And we could drop your power bill by about 15-20%. Would you guys be open to us coming and stopping by and kind of seeing where you guys were at with that? I did that shit every day. Every day. I didn't just get a $100,000 account because I passed the test. So like when I'm talking, I need you guys, that's why I talk with conviction, because it's one thing to make money trading with a funded account, and it's no shade to that. But you become a different type of animal when you learn how to make money in the stock market, right? And trading by your own money. You become a different animal. That's why I am extremely confident in what I'm doing every single day, because I did this shit off of my own back. I didn't go pass a test and now I'm here. No, I busted my ass. Busted my ass. I lost the money. I took my lumps. I took my L's. It's so many things that nobody sees. If you really trade, you know what it's like to take an L that makes your stomach like fall. You know how it feel to be disgusted in yourself because you lost 2 racks and you didn't have to. If you really, really, really trade and it's your own money, you learn different levels of lessons and different levels of discipline because you dealing with your own money. I can't go blow my account and then go pass another test and go get another account and be like, I'm gonna try again. I can't do that. I'm telling you. So like when I'm talking, this is no fabrication. This is every day waking up and showing up consistently every day, win, lose, or draw. This is somebody that then lost real money and made it back. So it's like, understand the power of this stuff, right? I'm really giving you guys things that, man, people pay tens of thousands of dollars, literally, to have somebody tell them what I'm saying right now. I'm telling y'all, this is real life. What up, QTZ? See? Look what Mark C said. Said, I took an L on AVGO today listening to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying, like, this stuff happens every day. You know what I learned? Listen to your fucking self. Right? When you learn how to read the charts, just listen to yourself. Stop paying attention to everybody else. I don't care what trade they got into. I don't care what trade they got into. What I care about is making sure that I keep getting better and better and better every day. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It's about trusting your process. Because see, what happens, a lot of people trying to live somebody else's process and results. See? I don't know if y'all ready for what I'm about to say. A lot of people are trying to live someone else's life, someone else's process, someone else's results. I want you to only want what's for you. Who gives a fuck how much money somebody else made? It don't matter. If I see somebody else made 85,000 in a day, 100,000 a day, I'm gonna be like, man, that shit, I know I'm on the way. I know I'm getting there every day. I'm getting closer and closer and closer. And one day I'm gonna go and be like, man, I made 80K. I made 70K. I made 100 racks this week. Right? But I'm not going to try to make a decision or do something just because I saw this person do it, because I understand that behind the scenes, this person had their own rationale on getting into that trade or doing that thing. I learn from others, but I don't try to beat others. I beat myself. And that's a skill that you got to learn how to master. This is real life. This is real life. Right? Best B said you got it. It's hard to get the money out. Yeah. Nobody's going to trade my way. Exactly, but you. Exactly. You got to find your edge, y'all. Right? You got to find what works for you. Right? When I found the strap method turned me up. Right? The strap method changed the game for me. I was making, on a trade, 8-10%. I started doing the strap method. I started seeing 100% trades weekly, every week. Every week. Right? My swing trades be 100, 150%. You know why? Because I trusted my process. I trusted my process. Right? You got to stop looking outside of yourself. You got to start looking at you and ask yourself, what do I need to do? Who do I need to become? What needs to happen? Right? I get that the things that I'm saying right now, it's not the most popular thing. I already know that. Right? But a lot of times the truth, it don't always rhyme. Right? The truth ain't always, it's not a popular thing. Right? A lot of people, they try to entertain you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to change your life if you allow that to happen. Right? Because most people who trade, they're not making money. Do you get that? Most people who trade are not making money. So when we understand the numbers, I'm not going to buy into the flashiness and all of this stuff. I'm going to focus on the knowledge and the wisdom that I need to learn so I can make this thing sustainable. Right? That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Right? Strap method made my entries get better. Way better. Way better. Right? So I hope that you guys understand all of that stuff right there, right? So let's go look at some charts, right? Somebody had asked about SPY. Who was that? Was that Don? That was who is that? Where he at? Could we go over SPY? Yeah, I want to talk about India. Yeah, India. I hope you still here. So we're going to go over the SPY and we're going to go over some stocks, right? See, this is the funny part. Everybody wants to go over and talk about the stocks and the charts. But I'm telling y'all, that psychology, that's where the magic happens. All right? That's where the magic happens. Callie Nola said, I'm studying hard to learn the strat. I was doing something similar but didn't have all the pieces. Hey, shout out to that, Callie Nola. For real. Shout out to that. The strat method, I'm the biggest strat advocate, right? I highly recommend it. If y'all need help, go book a one-on-one or just join the Discord, right? Join the Prosperity Collective. So let's go over the SPY and let's go over some stocks, all right? We'll go over like the most popular stocks. If y'all just watching this video, man, like this video for me, right? And subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, y'all? So let's go over the SPY real quick. And then we're going to get into it. All right. All right, so y'all see this right here? So we got the SPY, right? So let me turn this off right here. All right, so check this out. So the SPY, look at this chart. First off, look at this chart right here. Look at that. It looked like a double top, and then it just blasted off. Right? So I know it's a lot of levels, but so right here, right? So let's zoom in. So yeah, I have a video on the strat. So all right, so check this out, y'all. So we're at all-time highs right here. All-time highs right here, right? Well, right here. So we're going to put ATH. All right. All-time highs right here at 658. So the SPY touched 658 today. And its low was 653. All right. So we have, what we have right here is a $5 range. Okay. We have a $5 range from here to here. All right. So, real simple, right? If the SPY could break above 658.33, enter in the calls. Right? If the SPY breaks below 653.57, you can enter puts. Now watch this. What if the SPY comes down to 653, but it don't break? It could bounce, and then it could go to the upside, and then it could go try to retest 658. Right? Very simple. Very simple, right? So watch this. 658.33. Okay. 658.33. And then we got right here 653.57. Okay? So watch this, y'all. All right? So a stock is either going to do one of five things, okay? It's either going to break through the all-time highs and go higher, right? Or it's either going to come up to all-time highs right here and then reject, or it's either going to break through support and go lower, or it's either going to come down to support right here and bounce and go higher, right? Or it's going to stay inside of this range and it's going to consolidate. That is all a stock can do, right? That's all a stock can do. Right? So let me write this down for y'all. This is all a stock can do. Break. Hold on, my bad. Break resistance reject off resistance, break support, bounce support, or consolidate inside range. Okay? This is all a stock can do. Right? This is all a stock can do right here. I want y'all to write this down. Right? This is all a stock can do. It's either going to break resistance and go higher. It's either going to come up to resistance, reject, and come lower. It's either going to break through support and go lower, or it's going to come down to support and bounce up and go higher, or it's going to just consolidate inside of the range. That's all a stock can do. That's it. Let's make it simple, y'all. Right? Let's make it simple. That's all a stock can do. I know that the charts be, complex sometimes and all this stuff, but let's simplify it. You got 5 scenarios every single day. You got 5 scenarios every single day. That's it. And then when you learn the strat method, you are able to see what the stock gonna do tomorrow. My watch list this week went silly, right? Watch this. On Sunday, I said, I think that this week, IWM is gonna hit all-time highs or head towards that 245. I said, we definitely gonna get to 240, 241. Where we at today on IWM, y'all? Where are we at on IWM today? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, y'all. Look at this. Pulling it up right now. Where's IWM at? What that say? What that say? It looked like 240 to me. Right? 240. I said that was happening. Okay? What did I say? I said Robinhood. I said Robinhood could see 120 today, this week, right? 120 this week. If we could break past 108.90, right? Watch this. I said 120, right? I said it's going to retest all-time highs, right? This week, where did Robinhood hit? 121. Oh, no, 123. Robinhood hit 123.28. Right? Listen, PDD printed. I made, like 50% on PDD? Come on, y'all. We do this every day, every week, consistently. Consistently, y'all. All you got to do is lock in and focus. That's all you got to do. Lock in, focus, execute. 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 That's all you got to do. The formula is simple, y'all. The psychology is what makes it hard. Jeff said, is a correction even going to happen in September since this month is known for that? Plus, it looks like rates are going to, market still bullish. Hey, that's the thing about the stock market. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We might see FOMC is next week, right? Let's see what day it is real quick. Watch this. FOMC, right? Pull it up. September 16th and 17th. Okay? So that's on Tuesday and Wednesday. We might see a sell-off on Monday on the 15th, consolidation on the 16th, and then we're going to have our decision on the 17th. Maybe. Right? I ain't saying what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. What I'm saying is at some point the market is going to correct, and we're going to see some red days, some strong red days. That's going to happen. But over the next week, I don't know. But what I do know is my levels. What I do know is when I should hold a swing trade and when I should cash out on a swing trade and wait. What I do know is when I should enter a swing trade. That is what helps me know what I need to do. Right? India said, do I think SPY gonna go up, gonna go down? Hey, I just gave you the levels, right? Me giving you the levels is more powerful than me telling you if it's gonna go up and down because I don't know, right? Look at this candle right here. Look at today's session. Look at today's session. Right? Let's dissect this. You got buyers right here, buying pressure. You got selling pressure, and you got a lot of buyers push the stock up. They pushed it down. Let's go to the 30-minute. SPY didn't even sell off at the end of the day today. SPY ain't sell off, right? So we could open here and then reject potentially, but I don't know. And this is why it don't matter what happened. I'm just ready for what happens. Right? It don't matter what happened. I'm just ready for whatever happens. You know why I'm ready? Because I know my levels. Right? I know my levels. I know how to be patient. I know how to wait. Right? I know how to wait. I know how to wait to enter into a trade. You see what I'm saying? This is real life, y'all. All those levels are good because every resistance becomes a support and every support exactly becomes a resistance. That's the name of the game, right? I'm telling y'all, trading is life-changing. It is life-changing, okay? But you got to put in the work and you got to run your race. Run your race. I'm running my race. I'm running my race. I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses. I ain't trying to do what everybody doing. I'm just running my race. Your race going to look different from their race. Your race going to look different from her race. Her race going to look different from his race. But at the end of the day, we all focused on getting rich, right? That's all that matter. That's all that matter, right? Being able to, be there for our loved ones financially and also, show up better. You can't think straight when you got all this bullshit in your head. You can't think straight. You can't think about abundance. You can't think about abundance when you're in survival mode, right? So this is real life stuff right here. All right. So, and let me show you guys an example, right? Watch this. Watch this right here. All right, so Oracle has become like one of my favorite stocks, right? I've been studying them a lot lately. So look. So Oracle, right? Right here. Blasted off. Came up here, right? So look. This is a level. This is a resistance level right here, okay? This is a resistance level. Okay? right here. Because they came up and they rejected. Boom, right? Came down here. Okay. So look. Now, these two are support levels. Right? Boom. Right? Look what happened when the stock came below support. Whoosh. Right? Broke that support level. Whoosh. Came all the way down right here. Right? Now watch this. It tried to come back up and it just tested support. And look what happened after that. Whoosh. Right? So now we have another support level right here. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. Right? We ain't got to make this complicated. We ain't got to, make it all complex. Just keep it simple. Support and resistance. Levels. Buyers and sellers. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. All right? Know your levels, man. Understand your levels. Right? Lock in, focus, and execute. That is all you have to do. You ain't got to be looking at everybody else's life, trying to see how much money they done made. You ain't got to do that stuff. All you got to do is lock in, focus, and execute. Yeah, let's look at NVIDIA real quick. All right. So G said it's consolidation zones, levels. Not really. Highs and lows are levels, right? So the previous day high and lows, or when you see a trend and it's been in an uptrend, where does it reject off of, right? That's a level. So let's look at NVIDIA real quick. We go to the daily. All right. So look. So we got a gap right here. We got a gap right here. All right. NVIDIA had a failed two up right here. It tried to come up, came down. Right? So in after hours, let's see where they're at. They closed at 177. Let's see where NVIDIA is at in after hours right now. In after hours, NVIDIA is at 177.06, so it's only down a couple cents. Let's go to the 30-minute. So they kind of sold off. So, okay, so they opened up at 179 and immediately sold off. And they did not recover throughout the day. That lets me know there's a weakness there, right? Because if it was strong, they would have came back up. But they tried to come up, but look what happened. Right here, look what happened right here. Right? Versus right here, right? This right here is a lower high, okay? It's a lower high right here, right? It opened up here and it just rejected and it never came back. Had this fair value gap, rejected, boom, came back down. All right, lower high. That's weakness to me. So let me delete these real quick. All right, let's go to the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. You tell me this ain't bearish to you? This is bearish. Okay? 3-bar right here. Then a 2-bar, 2 down. Now we consolidating right here. Listen, y'all. If NVIDIA comes below 176.50, puts. Ride puts down. Okay? Below 176.50, NVIDIA for puts. On the 4-hour, that thing looked like it could potentially come down to 168. All right? Because it could retrace all of this before it does go back up. All right? So, yeah. Exactly. The higher time frames you go, the more accurate you're going to become. All right. Jeff said, do you outline your support and resistance levels on the 30-minute and enter in on the trade on the 5? I outline my levels off the daily time frame. And then in pre-market, I'll look at the 30-minute time frame. And then I'll enter off of like the 15-minute time frame. Sometimes I'll enter off the 5-minute time frame, but if I enter off the 5-minute time frame, I'm gonna go light because it could look like it's going up on the 5-minute time frame, but then on the 15 or the 30, it's rejecting, right? So that's why you want everything to be based off of like your levels, man. I can't stress that enough. If you don't know the levels of a stock or the previous day, you gotta lock in. You gotta really understand this stuff if you want to make a full-time, living off of this stuff. If you want to make professional money, you gotta really, really, really obsess over this stuff for a period of time so that you fully understand it. Because this used to be a foreign language to me, but now I speak this shit every single day fluently. I could talk, to the best about all of this stuff. So, yeah. It's your support and resistance, but you gotta, your entries, like you gotta really have your confluences down and all of that stuff. All right. Yeah, India, I do have a video. I have a playlist called Indicators. Go to my playlist and go to Indicators, and you're gonna see the EMA videos and my indicator videos. All right. So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. This is not the most popular message, so to speak, right? I ain't here to entertain y'all. I'm here to give y'all some life-changing information, right? This ain't the circus, and I'm not a clown. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that y'all got some real value from all of this. Just do me a favor, man. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share my content with somebody, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your parents, something, right? Get them trading. And yeah, let's keep growing and let's keep building. All right. I show up every single day for you guys, right? And give you guys this information. All right. So, do you have silver levels? I don't know what silver levels are. But, yeah, I don't know what silver levels are. Oh, silver, like the stock. Oh, okay. I thought you was asking like, indicator or something like that. But nah, I don't have them charted, too much. So yeah, but I've been messing with gold though. So shout out to gold. All right, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Y'all have a great night. I'm about to go eat some dinner. I made some fire, all right? Because I'm a chef, you know what I mean? But you guys have a great evening. Like I always say, I want you to say it with me, all right? If you already know what time it is, man, make sure you get up out of your head and go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live, all right? And also remember, y'all, say it with me, man. The more you study, the less you worry. All right. You guys have a great evening. If you are not in the Prosperity Collective, I'm going to see you on tomorrow's video. If you're in the Prosperity Collective, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow morning. and we're going to finish this week off with a bang, and we're going to get a big bag, all right? Y'all have a great night. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Stay smooth, man. Peace.